he said that at Caiaphas' house, and that's where Jesus was whipped, at Caiaphas' house, underneath where Jesus was whipped, there were jail cells. He said when they put the prisoner in there, and see, that was Jewish judgment. That ain't Roman judgment, that's Jewish judgment. So in the cell, they had little things up on the wall. And so when you went in there, so whatever you did, they wrote it up on there. They wrote up the sin, the transgression, whatever you did, and so and what time you had, okay, or what was the punishment. Once you had paid that, they opened the door and let you free, and they went up there and wiped off what you had done. Right? It says he blotted out their sin. Blotted out. The transgression, the sin, God keeps perfect record. Everything you've ever done, ever thought, everything in your heart, everything, every bad attitude, every single thing you've done is in a locked vault held by God Himself. All your sins are there. But if you'll accept Christ, He'll blot it all out. Clean. Clean. Okay? When the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of the Lord. And he's talking about them being restored to all the covenant promises and being a saved nation. He shall send Jesus Christ, which before you was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive until the time of restitution. Heaven must receive Him. Is that where He's at? Is Jesus in heaven? Yes, He is, preacher. He's in heaven. He's at the right hand of the Father. Every interceding Father. Now here's what it says. Listen. I don't want you to be ignorant. Listen. Whom the heaven must receive until the time of restitution. So He's in heaven until it's time to restore. Isn't that what it says? Yes, preacher, that's what it says. He's in heaven till it's time to restore. Restore who? Israel. Okay? Of all things which God has spoken by the mouth of His holy prophets since the world began. Now, in Pentecost message, Peter preached about David, right? His Holy One not seeing corruption. Here he says, for Moses truly said, he broke out another big gun, for Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall the Lord your God raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto me, him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul, how many? Every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed. And the vision here, the thought process, is utterly destroyed, okay, from among the people. Eternally separate. From God and His people, you'll be eternally separate. Now, He's talking to the Jews, but that relates to the Gentiles. If you're without Christ, you'll be utterly destroyed. The second death, all that applies. Okay. And it shall come to pass that every soul will not hear other people. Yea, and all the prophets, verse 24, from Samuel and those that follow after, as many as have spoken, have likewise foretold of these days. They shouldn't have been ignorant of the fact of Jesus coming. They've been looking for the Messiah their whole life. Their daddy looked for Him. Their granddaddy looked for Him. Their great-great-granddaddy had been looking for Him, and they didn't even see Him when He showed up. Isn't that amazing? They didn't see Him because they made their own God up instead of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which God made with our father, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed, which continues on to the Gentile people. Unto you first God, having raised up His Son Jesus, sent Him to bless you and turning away every one of you from his iniquities. Now here's what He said. God's done everything He said He was going to do. Right now, here's what they said. Right now, if all of Israel will accept Christ, God will finish out what He started to do. Okay? God will finish it out. If you'll accept Him. They didn't. They didn't. So Eddie, where does that lead us? That leads us to 2025. That leads us to here in this church room. 2,000 years ago, Jesus died on the cross, paid the sin debt. Your debt, my debt. All of our debts. 8 billion people on the planet, all their debt has been paid. Emmanuel paid it.